Merry Christmas, everybody. Hope you're going to have a wonderful day with your family and friends. And I'm here with my good mate, Craig Castry. This is what we're doing on Christmas Day, sitting in the garden, aren't we, huh?
Yeah.
Nothing better else to do, eh?
Where else would you rather be?
Exactly.
Come on, in the middle of the orchard.
I wish it had more fruit than it has at the moment, but nevertheless.
I haven't spotted Santa yet, but I'm sure he's about.
On Christmas Day, so what are we doing? So some quick Christmas tips, because everybody will be up and about.
People are heading away. I mean, you probably should have planned a little forward ahead, but...
Last minute tips.
Yeah, well...
I've got one.
Fruit netting.
Fruit netting, definitely.
So generally I get most of my fruit trees done by Christmas Eve. So Christmas Day is before you go away. If you want fruit left on your trees,
do not leave them exposed. So the wildlife friendly fruit netting is the most important one for Victoria. Any other parts of Australia you can freely use all the other sizes. It's available at all good garden centres, hardware stores and vasilisgarden.com. Are you selling any yet? Not yet?
Yeah, look, I do have some, but it's not on the website yet.
That's okay. Well, that's fine. But check it all out. We've got extensive details on the wildlife friendly netting. So that's that one there. Irrigation. If you have got irrigation, check your irrigation, check for areas, and this is what happens to me a lot, because I've got it running through all the hedging that I do into the garden beds, and sometimes it's so close to the hedge I actually nick it. I nip it a bit, and I've got a bit of a squirt going on at the end. So
and you're right, you know, most people set their timers going first thing in the morning, which they're either still in bed or having breakfast, and they don't ever see it.
It never explore.
That's it.
Check your timers, change your batteries, and in actual fact, every season change them. We're halfway through this season, but if you haven't changed your batteries, which is what I've got to do, get out there, change your timer batteries, and turn the tap on and walk the pipeline. Walk the line and check it all. Make sure there's no blockages or cuts, because the last thing you want to do is be irrigating every day and your plants die at the end as well. So irrigation, mulching, if the mulch has been blown away, and if you're worried about birds scattering, I'm on the roll now, bird netting again. You can drape that down on top of your mulch around your plants, and it won't hurt your plants at all if it's sitting over the top. Not shade cloth or cloth, bird netting, which is a nice light one. Insect netting, nice and safe, stops the mulch from spreading out everywhere from the birds.
One of the other things too, because of this La Nina that we're in, we're looking like, and whilst today's not one of those days, it's lovely and sunny and nice and warm, but we are looking for cool, wet conditions, which means that fungal issues are going to be a really prevalent thing in your gardens at the moment. So what I would absolutely make sure you did was do a walk through your garden while you're checking your sprinklers and remove anything that looks yellow, dead, diseased or damaged on any of your edibles, because insects attack the weak, and I can assure you, the surefire way of getting a good insect attack of aphid or whatever else is to leave those leaves on those plants.
Yes, so
remove them, bury them under the compost. Don't leave them on the top to sit. So particularly things like mildew and the like, things like zucchinis and cucumbers are very susceptible to it when it's sort of
humid, wet.
Humid and wet, So, and if you've ever seen the flurry of mould or spores off mildew, you'd be shocked.
It's like
fine dust.
Well, it's like mould when you get fungus growing on your fruit, and you have it in the kitchen pantry. That is, you pick it up and it just blows everywhere. That's it, and that's the same. That's what mildew is basically in the white form. So look after your plants if you need to, and you're worried about it. Maybe do a spray just before you leave if you're going to be gone for a number of weeks. A disease control pack or bluestone-based fungicide. You can use an eco-friendly fungicide as well. All those will have some positive effect in looking after your garden.
There's also a couple of other things perhaps that you could they could do potentially using the insect netting, and I know that you've done that. It's actually helped shade your garden as well. So shading is another thing.
You know, under that netting that I've got there in the middle row, at least 20%, 30%. It's not shade cloth. It's the heat UV factor. The sun still gets through, but it doesn't burn me as much. And that's the plants are so much better. Even the lettuce. Unaffected, more vibrant in the colours.
Mate, one of the things that I often say when I'm running workshops and the like is that the wide leaf plants are shade tolerant or shade loving plants. They don't like full sun.
No.
So even including tomatoes, they grow on the outskirts of a forest. I've said this before, and they grow up through the trees and the shrubs of others. So they got quite wide leaves. They don't like to be burnt by the sun.
Too much.
So give that some consideration when you're going away and you're not going to be in any control of
the amount of heat and sunlight. overnight.
Exactly. So maybe consider putting that on. Ever had sun scorch on your tomatoes? I have.
Totally.
It's
They
a
boiled
nuisance.
a couple of apples on the Granny Smith that I've got there.
Yeah.
They've got some burnt marks, and it's telling me it's already burnt inside. It's
Yeah,
scorched.
that's it.
It's stewed, so you can't keep
So
that
things
fruit.
like brown rot
Yep.
will be prevalent. That's another thing. If you've got fruit trees, remove anything that is already looking poorly.
Yep.
I can't stress about thinning fruit enough, particularly in this
In
particular
Vasili's
year.
orchard.
Well, I mean, but I'm just saying that, in your backyard.
Yes, don't worry about me. What I do not follow. Only what I preach. That's terrible, isn't it?
Well, we're all a bit the same. I mean,
Look,
you saw my fruit trees. Here I am telling them to thin fruit. I mean, I ought to go straight home and do nothing but thin fruit for the next 2
I
days.
that hard. That's what happens. I go, nah. Maybe this one. Nah. Yes.
Fruit thinning shears.
I will be bringing out, actually, thanks for reminding me, we've got a fruit pouch, a bag, harvest bag, and it comes with a little...
The beauty of these is you can get in nice and close.
Yes.
Please don't... I hear people say pinch the fruit off. If you pinch anything off of any plant or tree, what happens is that you do severe damage to the pipework of the plant or tree called the cambium layer, and it puts the tree or plant to some stress trying to heal that up, whereas if you give it a nice clean cut, it's done in no time flat. It's instantly, and the good chance is if you're using your fingers to thin out fruit, you're likely to do damage where the calyx, which is the fruit stem, joins the group.
Exactly.
And you may well knock off one or weaken them.
The buds, so you
so
may not
cut
get
them
fruit
off.
again next year.
Leave the little stub of the stem
There.
in that group
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
So get some either sharp secateurs or fruit thinning shears, sterilise them, get in nice and close and just nip them out.
And we have got pocket pruners available online for
Yeah,
those
there
who
you go.
can't get into those small ones. If you haven't got secateurs, they're nice and small. They get right in there close. These are fantastic, actually, by the way.
Fruit picking shears they are, yeah.
Now we have a little pair, small one going online very soon. But look, folks, you're going away, relax. Even if you're not going away, spend some time in your garden. Check it out, whether you're watering, the irrigation, mulching, disease, pruning, cleaning, thinning out, shade protection, so many insect and disease. I mean, 2 or 3 days ago, I spoke about the top 6 insects that are prevalent in the garden this time of year.
Yeah.
There's heaps more out there, but a keen eye, a sharp eye out in the garden will save you the grief and frustrations of losing everything when you go away, because that's the last thing you want to do. You can't rely on your neighbours every day, and it's nice to have them, but don't expect them to be doing what you do in your own garden.
No one looks after your garden like you do, so, and it's nice to come back from a quick
for my
brief
brother.
stay away. Well, that's very true.
But it's nice to get away and not to have to worry about it.
But come back and be able to harvest some wonderful homegrown produce,
Exactly. So enjoy your Christmas day. A big planned day for you ahead?
With the family,
Yep. Same here. We're going to just do the rounds.
Yeah.
Bit of a barbecue. Sit back, relax, enjoy yourself, and tomorrow's another day. From me, Vasili, and Craig.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.